I got diamonds in your face like my partner Lil Flip. I could make my trunk jump, wave, hop and skip. I got diamonds in your face like my partner Lil Flip. I could make my trunk jump, wave, hop and skip. I got diamonds
in your face. What's up? Coming down, it's the boy Superman lover. Why are you looking at me like that, Lisa? No, but I just like to bring it in like that sometimes.
Oh, okay. I mean, go on.
Hey, I can't even do it no more. You done messed up the vibe. You didn't kill my vibe.
I didn't say a word. You looking at me killed your vibe.
Hey, welcome to the Superman Lover Show. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's the Superman Lover coming to you live from the center of the universe. And before we start off, I want to tell you this episode of the Superman Lover Show is brought to you by Damn Whiskey. Damn Whiskey, you can find it at Specs. It's so good, and when you drink it, you say, that's some damn good whiskey. Damn and distinguished men. It's distinguished and modern men. Damn Whiskey. Get you some. Go to Specs. Or if you're in Glen Heights, DeSoto, Lancaster, Red Oak area, go to Bear Creek Liquors, where you can get you some damn whiskey. Hey, first I want to give a shout out to Coach T. He's on his way. I want to give another shout out to my girl, Leisha Love. How you doing, Leisha? Welcome back.
I'm doing lovely. Thank you for asking. Thank you for having me back.
How, you always you're going to be a staple on the show.
Oh, I don't hope so.
You don't hope so. Look at this motherfucker. So, Leisha, let me ask you a question. How is the erotica thing?
It's Exotica.
Exotica, okay.
And it was a blast. I had a really good time. It was a 3-day event, but I only went one of the days. I got some other things that happened while I was back home, so I couldn't go the other 2 days, but I went the first day, which was great.
Which was great?
It was great.
So what happens at these things? Like, what's there? Did you see, like, any famous... And what is erotica?
Well, it's Exotica.
Exotica, okay.
It is, I mean, to put it in layman's terms, it's a porn convention.
Amen.
Amen. When you say famous, like, I mean...
Like, was my girl there who we grew up with?
I probably don't know who that is.
Pinky?
I don't know if Pinky was there. I went there to see 2 people in particular. That would be Miss B Nasty and Janice.
Ooh.
I saw them both. I talked to them both.
They give you any tips?
I was not asking for tips. I'm not going to get into that line of business anytime soon, so I wasn't there for tips.
So there still is a possibility.
There's always a possibility for everything. Okay, so let's. Maybe there's a possibility for you to get into that line of business.
Shit, that's a. But my name wouldn't be Superman Lover if I get into that business.
I'm really not concerned with what your
name would be.
It'd
Jim
be.
Adler. The Texas Hammer.
This is why I can't be a staple.
Knock out the competition.
This is why I can't be a staple here, because you have no sense. I mean, then it was a lot of things, like all things porn, all things sex. They had like, what's the word? Seminars, like on all things sex, like from BDSM to rotting to fellatio, to shibari, like all types.
What is shibari?
Like the rope tying, the Japanese rope tying.
Oh,
so they were selling like shibari ropes and things like that. Of course, they're selling all types of sexual toys, content, taking pictures. Of course, they're charging for pictures, but they were doing like Janice was on a bed. Her little setup was a whole bed, and then you could like get on the bed with her, take a picture, take a video, of course for a fee, but it was dope. Was it an expensive fee? Because
I heard one time one of those Exoticas, Pinky was charging like $100, and it was like, you ain't the same Pinky before, but you still got the name.
It was. I took a picture with Miss B Nasty. That was $20.
Okay.
I did not take a video with Janice, but I want to say it may have been upward of $100 for the video. I don't recall how much a picture was though. But yeah.
Ultimately, you had fun.
Oh, no, I had a blast. I mean, they had some strippers there. It was great. It was a great time. The first night was ladies free, so that made it a lot of people because, like, the men knew the ladies were free, so they was just in there everywhere. But it was amazing. I had a great time. I would definitely go back.
Okay. All right. Well,
not with you though.
You know what?
I'm just joking.
You know what?
But I would definitely go back.
When I want to go. You ain't gotta go with me, but I want to go. Just let me know.
Well, it's once a year, but they have another one coming up this year in Miami because they do, I think, 4 or 5 stops. So they're gonna go to Miami. Yeah.
That's gonna be a fool.
Yeah, you should go.
With you?
Are you flying me out?
No, you're not getting flued out.
Oh, well then you should go by yourself. What the hell?
All right, hey, y'all want to know what today's show is about, right? All right, so if you look to my right, your left, you see, what can I say? Carter class. That's why I'm wearing my CC football shirt. Carter class of 96.
Right on.
PV grad. Hey, let me tell you something about that, too. This man brought the first win to Prairie View in 10 years. So we was 10 years losing every game back to back. But, we still going to party. Back to back. And 1 year, 1998, we go to Langston. My man's balling out of control. We get the first win. To this man, that catapulted everything that you see now at Prairie View. All these wins we're getting, this man started the wins. Pay homage. Oh, Lord. You okay? Yeah. Oh, Lord. From there, he goes pro, right? He's quarterbacking pro. And then, now he's hometown hero. And I say he's my hero because reason why I say you my hero because you coached a little young man that brought me my Super Bowl championship in youth football, okay? King.
Right on.
All right, if you don't know who I'm talking about the man, the myth, the legend, DeMarco King, but I know him as Noble King.
Right on.
DeMarco King. Give it up, DeMarco King. Give it up. Give us up, DeMarco.
Man, well, I appreciate you having me on, man. When you called me, it's like, I know it's last minute, but, man, from one Noble to another,
yeah,
I'm going to make sure I can make that.
Amen.
Man, hey, let's have a blast, man.
Let's have a blast. So let's start from Carter.
Man.
Let's start at Carter. So you quarterbacking at Carter. We got close. John Tyler.
Well, my senior year was Norman Mesquite.
No, yeah, the white boys was big.
Yeah,
I was on the sideline. I was sitting on the bench.
So, and I remember that game like it was nothing. I remember like it happened yesterday. So, my last high school pass was the interception. Oh man, I didn't do what Coach Chambers told me to do. So I seen something. He was like,
you put it there?
And he was like, man, I was going to tell you to throw it there after this play because I was watching. But me being who I was, daredevil. Now my last pass in high school, man, was an interception right at Cowboy Stadium. But, man, when I went to Carter, I was 13 years old. I wasn't a neighborhood kid. I was outside the neighborhood. Actually, I was at Bow Story.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I went to Bow Story Middle School. After that, my 7th grade teacher, math teacher, told Mr. Pinkett, shout out to him, man, because his son went to PV too. But and plays Q.
Okay.
He told my grandmother, get him out of here. And, he at that time I wanted to be an engineer. He was like, send him Skyline. I didn't know nothing about Skyline, man, at all. I knew about Carter and Kimball and Roosevelt and Sock.
Facts.
Those are the only schools I knew about. So, from that, my mom would enroll me, man. I never touched 8th grade. Mm-hmm. So my mom enrolled me at Carter, and I was wanting to go to Kimball just because I had family there. But, I went there, man, with the Carter, man, walking around there, seeing all these giants and all these.
That Big Al Basinger?
No, before Bay. The Will Cars, the Brandon Ashleys, those type dudes. But I, just walking around there, man, I had Coach James for a class, and I didn't have athletics at first. And I told myself I want to play ball, man. I want to play. This is legendary. To me, that was a legendary coach. And he put me in athletics, and the history from right there, it just went. I think our freshman class was dynamic, and I remember him telling us, "I'm going out with you guys." He told us that our freshman year, I'm
I
leaving
think
with
Coach
y'all.
Chambers was right here.
Yeah.
So who was on y'all? I can't forget. I don't remember 97. Who was on that 98? Y'all had Mike Gamble.
You had Eric Branch,
Yeah.
bass singer, Eric Deming, Michael Thornton, Donald McCowan,
You naming legends.
Hazel Shields, Theo Anderson, Tim and Terrence Mayton.
Yeah.
So when you look at that squad, man, along with a mix of the 97 and then a couple of the 98s, I think we should have done better than what we did, but we was undisciplined, man. We was undisciplined, I can tell you that. After that, man, I went to college.
And then you brought Prairie View its first win. Let me tell you something.
What people don't know, though, is we were the first class in all sports. Class of 96 was the first time they had scholarships since 98. Since 89.
Yep.
And I didn't want to go there. I remember Coach James, because Coach James is a alumni, and I said, man, I don't want to go there. I remember telling him that. I'm not going, Coach. And he said, just go down there and talk. My last visit, man. And I come back committed. And this is no knock on nobody else, man. But I visit University of Missouri. I visit Cal. I visit FIU. At that time, they was Division II.
FIU be kicking our butt now.
Yeah. And Vanderbilt. Those were my first 4 visits. We only had 5.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: now that you're older, and you chose an HBCU, and the success you had, what would you tell the young bucks, the seniors now, that when they get these visits from Alabama and all these other things, good, you know what I'm saying, about choosing an HBCU, because we on the map now.
Yeah, and I've been coaching for 17 years out of the 21 of education. I always tell them, man, there's nothing wrong going to the HBCU because they're gonna care about you. They're gonna care about your success. They're gonna care about you as a person. When you go to some of these PWIs, man, it's more about I need you to graduate. I need a certain amount of kids to graduate so this head coach can get this bonus, because it's all in this contract.
Oh.
Yeah, things like that are in these coaches' contracts. If you get 60% of that class come in and they graduate, that's another $200,000 or $300,000 on top of your salary. If you get so many kids on the dean's list, that's money on your salary. Okay. So that's what they care about. By doing that, man, I try to tell these kids, man, just choose wisely. Don't choose where you think you want to go. Choose where you think you feel wanted and need to be at. My last visit, man, to Prairie View, man, was fun.
Uh-huh.
I think it was the most fun I had out of all 5 visits. It was the best visit, man, and they kicked it. It was TSU weekend. They played TSU in basketball.
Oh, that's March.
Yeah.
That's during our Spring Fest.
Yeah. Well, no, matter of fact, it was the first week of February.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Right when we come back from Christmas break.
So, no, the first week. Last week of January. That's what it was, and because I signed that next Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I came home. From that Sunday. I said, I'm going.
He going. I'm glad you went, but I'm glad you went, because I'm gonna tell you what I saw when I got to Prairie View the next year.
Right.
I remember when Dion. I don't know if you remember, Dion came and he was like, only 1% ever make it to the pros.
Yeah.
He came to school, only 1%. I'm like, damn, I'm sitting on the bench. I ain't never gonna go pro. So let me do. I'm in the ROTC. Let me do this Army thing, right? So I do the Army ROTC scholarship. I knew I wanted to go to 2 places. Well, 3. One, all was HBCUs, was Jackson, FAM, and Prairie View.
Man, mine too.
Jackson, FAM, and Prairie View. And the scholarship wouldn't do out-of-state fees. So FAM and Jackson was out. And Jackson had the biggest out-of-state fee out of everybody. So then I was like, I'm going to Prairie View. So when I went to PV, freshman year, we didn't win no games, but we still kicked it. But I'll tell you one historical night. We're in we're there and we're listening on the thing, and then we was just playing dominoes. We was just having a party. I stayed in the village at this time, and we hear people knock the door. Hey, turn on the radio. We about to win. I said, what? We turned the radio on, and they counted down. They said about, oh, touchdown PV. Oh, 5, 4. We won. Yeah. Oh, the school erupted. We took the goalpost down. Let me tell you, the goalpost is heavy. So think about the whole student body is carrying this goalpost down the street, and they drop it off.
Like a half a mile.
A half a mile.
Because why?
Because we won.
We hadn't won in 10 years. Not one game in 10 years.
Oh, okay. That's valid.
They dropped, I'm going to say that, I don't know if the statute of limitations.
So y'all, because you was running with it, okay.
And they drop it off in the present, in black colleges, presidents stay on campus. Mm-hmm. And they drop it off right in his front yard.
Right across from the library and the chapel.
Yeah.
The whole goalpost.
The whole goalpost. So we get back to school the next day. It to me, it looked like a ghost town, but you had a few students who was there.
Yeah.
That stood around, that stood there and waited on us, man, and cheered us on. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you this. Because out of all respect, I do respect the man. But when they did the story on us, on Brian Gumble, did a story on us, and Brian Gumble asked him, what are you going to do for the student body when they win their first game? And he pretty much said, I don't care nothing about football. I don't care about the team.
President Hines said that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm putting it in my words. But when he said that, every teammate that I had, man, from then on, didn't care nothing about what he had to say. Because of that. That whole interview, it wasn't, to me, it was a political thing. When I look back at it, it was a more political thing for him because he was trying to move up.
Yeah, and I think he was really people. Because my degree is in political science and history. He was really, I don't know if it was him per se, but I know he was part of it, lobbying, getting us them funds from A&M.
Yeah, he was. And like I said, like what the campus look like now, I do give him a lot of credit for that. Because he fought and whatever he did to go get that money, he did. Whether he sold his soul or what, I don't know what he did. Uh-huh. But at that point, man, we as athletes felt disrespected by him. Because I remember that whole interview like it was yesterday, man, and it kind of even with the coaches, it kind of got to them.
I can see.
So it was more like he don't care nothing about us.
And that was a good year because not only did we win that first football game, we won SWAC champion in
track.
Basketball, track.
Yep.
We have another Carter alumni that's SWAC champ. That's Sylvester Lilly.
Yeah.
He was on that basketball team.
Yeah, the softball, that was the first year for SWAC softball, so we won that.
Yeah.
And bowling.
Yes, and the bowling team.
Yes, that was the first year for
back
bowling.
winners.
Yeah. So you had indoor, outdoor track, right?
Yep.
Because I did outdoor. Like you said, men's basketball, softball, and that was the first year for the SWAC having softball. And the financial aid, Mr. James was the coach.
Okay.
That was who the coach softball. And then you had bowling, which was now she's the assistant, or she's just she's something in administration for athletics at Prairie View, Coach Pete.
Yeah.
So that was a great year, man. But that was the year of turn of what you can see what scholarships can do versus non-scholarships, just like SMU.
Oh yeah.
Once you give a school a death penalty, man, it's hard to come back from that. So these guys really, really worked. We worked our butt off trying to get in and trying to make them have what they have. So not only did we win that first game, that next year we won the first SWAC game against Alcorn. And
not only that, and then we win the Grambling PV game that year too?
Not I got hurt that game. So we lost 55-45.
Was close.
Yeah, I got hurt right at halftime. It was 28-28.
So they lost because you went out.
I'm not gonna say that, but I just said we just lost.
Well, that's what I said because that's what it sounded like.
And that's when my boy, he plays Alpha. He was the quarterback.
I'm looking dead at him.
Me too. I just can't think of his name.
But I think that's when we had Jamal, what we call Trigger. Jamal, rest in peace, and my boy, he got killed a couple years ago. But Jamal was my backup.
Okay.
From Houston, man.
But you know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Because he was like your
Baker. You talking about
Baker?
Baker?
Yeah, Bake Shake. I call it Bake Shake.
Yeah. So we had a great time, man. You know, but like I go back to the school and talk to the fellas.
You ever want to coach there?
Would I want to? I tell you this. I turned down some high school jobs. I won't coach until my daughter graduates, and she graduates next year.
Okay.
It's my middle daughter because I told myself that I didn't want to be that dad who coaching and miss my kids' games, and I got to miss her games to support some more other kids. So
is she a volleyball?
You know, basketball.
Okay.
But if the opportunity comes in the spring, I take it.
Well, you coach. You go to PV and coach. Boy, I'm at season ticket.
Go back and play.
I think I saw some eligibility left.
Nah, no. My knees ain't gonna say nothing about that.
No, I ain't about to get up to give them young bucks. But because I know what you can do. I've seen. Let's talk about your coaching. You say you've been coaching for how long now?
I did 17 with school ball, from junior high to professional. I did 17 years. And as far as me personal training, as far as quarterbacks, this is year 20.
Let's talk about your court. You know what? Let's talk about when you went pro.
Oh man, it was a quick stint, man. And shout out to my agent, man, Ron Jones, man, who was Darryl Jones' brother.
Word.
Yeah, that was my agent, man. He fought for me, got me into Canada, man. I'll never forget when he asked me to come down to. He got me down to Tennessee. You know, so that was.
Was that McNabb still? Was McNabb
Yeah,
still? Oh.
yeah, McNabb was there, man. So that was dope, man. But he, you know, Ron, man, he did whatever he could, man, for me, man. So, you know, I give it up to him, man. You know, and then I hurt my knee overseas in France, man. Tore my knee up. So, and then I was like, I'm done. You know, I tried to give it one more chance after that to go play arena ball, and I was supposed to go to San Jose, and I playing flag football, man, up at Carter. Heard one knee pop, heard the other one pop.
There's a picture with you and T.O.
That's real. That's when I was coaching Alan Ranklers, man. He was that was just like he was trying to get back into the league, you know, and he bought I want to say a third of the team or half the team, and he only did home games. That in his contract, that was his deal. Because if he went away, he knew that they were coming to see him, and you got to pay him. That's the business part, and I loved it. But T.O., man,
what's he like?
Hard worker, down to earth.
So what they portray, I know what we say, media like. So what they put on media, they ain't really he.
No, man. He's just a person who wants to win. You know, when I heard, when people say, "Give me the damn ball," I mean, is that bad? Is that supposed to be looked at bad? But that's when you get people who don't know sports or have never been around sports. I'm sure
Winners
in that locker
want
room,
the ball.
Yeah, I'm sure in that locker room, the head coach probably has some word for the quarterback too. Hey, give him the ball by any means necessary.
My biggest deal with when it comes to, like, I love T.O. But you'll get people, oh, he's a cancer to the team, whatever. But you'll see, I'm going to flip it. Now, and put in the comments if you think I'm wrong. You'll get T.O. on the thing, mad, throwing helmet down. I want the ball. Give me the ball. You flip the channel, you'll see Tom Brady doing the same thing. Oh, he's passionate.
Yeah.
He's this, he's that.
Yeah.
But T.O. is, oh, you're...
It's almost like the angry black woman, angry black man.
That part.
Nah, I'll be angry.
But that's what it looks like.
Why you be angry?
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm learning some football talk. Don't put me in it. Mm-mm.
No, but you get that.
I got one quick. What is B? Would you say BDSM? What is that?
Oh,
That was one thing I was like. I'm still trying to.
I think that's with the whips and chains and shit.
Yeah, it's bondage, domination.
Oh yeah.
Virginia watching. Don't try that shit.
No. We ain't doing none of that.
Just open your mind up a little bit. It's not all bad. It's levels to this shit.
Is that the safe word?
Yeah,
Is what the safe
That way
word.
you have to get the safe word?
Yeah, that's when you would have to give us. I mean, if
Pineapples?
if that's your safe word, that's a very strange safe word. But if that's your safe word, I mean,
Ouch.
that ain't gonna work.
There's a TikTok. I'm sorry, we gotta get up. There's a TikTok where this woman tied this dude up, and he's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass. He's like, oh yes, baby, and she put a plunger on his chest. He said, bitch, I know you ain't putting no goddamn nasty plunger on.
I mean, people be into some things. You let them.
I'm done. He said, no, untie me. I know you ain't putting no
She
nasty.
been waiting to do that.
Yeah.
She been
She put that
waiting.
nasty plunger right. He said, bitch, I know.
Hey, that was the end of the scene for them.
Yeah, hey, that sex shit's done. No, I ain't even horny no more. You can put this nasty plunger.
Yeah, I couldn't go that route. No, not no plunger.
But no, man, T.O., man, is one of the best. He's a hard worker, man, and really he's a leader by his actions and not words.
Uh-huh.
And that picture, I mean, I forget. One of my buddies called me, man, you on Yahoo? I said, huh? Yahoo. So I go in there and cover Yahoo, and I was like, oh, that's cool, man. That's a cool picture. Whoever took it. So they was talking about T.O. at that time. You know, him playing indoor football here in Allen, man, and that relationship with that season, he didn't even finish the season because we were supposed to go out of town, and I only did pretty much home games. I didn't travel, and it was a game for the playoffs, and he decided I'm not going unless the owners over there gonna give me this amount of money because just like the Dion deal. You sell so many tickets, I'm supposed to get a percentage of that. They're not coming to you. They're not coming to the game just to see the game. They come to see me.
Yeah, they come to see what T.O. gonna do.
Yeah, so some people get the business part. They don't understand the business part of sports. Mm-hmm. And if you don't understand, you just think, guys people just throwing money out. Because by being a teacher, man, you hear people say, man, teachers don't get paid that much. Well, the teacher pay comes from the state.
And my taxes.
And the taxes, right? That money comes from the owner, the sponsorships that he has, and a little bit from the city, or taxes, I should say. So that's why I try to push. I know my young men that I deal with, man. They in college. I had one shout out to Caden Salters, man, who graduated from Liberty yesterday, yesterday and today, because they do the PWIs, do these 3 or 4 ceremonies.
Engineering people graduate this day.
Yeah. So, but I want my guys to be an owner. Be like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson. After you get through playing, go own the team. Yeah. That's because that's what we don't. In our community, all we hear is, man, you gonna go pro. You can go pro.
There's nothing after pro.
After pro is what counts, because that's why so many our guys are so broke, because they don't understand. They've never understand that. That's another thing I talked about the other day about the NIL. The NIL deal. These kids are, you got kids in Louisiana who doing NIL deal at high school, right? And Florida,
Duncanville got.
All right. So he got all this, right? Nobody's telling these kids you got to pay taxes.
We got to pay taxes on the NIL money.
Well,
it's past.
Well, it's not only that, because it's your job. If you're not doing this, you're not getting paid. That's what they don't understand. So our people, man, all they hear is, man, my kid got $100,000 from I ain't gonna put no school out there, but you got $100,000 deal. You know how much money you got to pay back? Of that $100,000,
Pay it now.
you know, and they don't have those guys, those people that they dealing with. They might be dealing with an agency, but they can't sign with them as an agent. They'll only sign them as a manager. All right, so this whole deal is funny right now. So I try to, with my quarterbacks that I deal with or kids I deal with, period. Hey man, let's let's graduate. If you make it to the next level, make it to the next level. It's not hard. I mean, it's hard. It's hard getting there, and it's even harder staying. And keep your money, man.
Definitely.
So it's all good, man. I've dealt with a bunch of them. I got 5 guys now that are professional.
We're gonna talk about one of them. That's my segue into how you started training, professional training, coaching quarterbacks.
Well,
'Cause y'all gonna like this one.
by playing it, man, I turned to after I got through playing, man, I was like, man, I just want to do something. So I said, coach. My first job was at Samuel High School, man, and I got there late. I got there after football season. I mean, I think they started practice or whatever. So when I got there, dude said, no, you still can coach. Coach Pierce. I said, all right. I said, well, he said, what you want to coach? I said, quarterback. He said, good, I need a quarterback coach. And so I did that, and then I started working with them. The kids, after school, after practice, working on technique, because I didn't have that growing up.
Yeah.
So then one day, I remember my first client was probably 12 years old. And we're out there doing our workout. And I look over, man, and I see this tall white kid out there with his uncle. We in Highland Park. Journey Park, man. I'm like, who is this dude, man? I said, man, whoever teaching them wrong. And this guy gonna be a future Hall of Famer, man. When I first got to him, paid in Detroit. He's a Highland Park kid. And when I ran into Matthew, man, it was just like heaven sent, man, because right from then I seen what I knew and I carried it on. So got a state champion right there. Got a couple more that I've had.
If y'all know who he just talking about, he just said his name.
Matthew.
Say the whole name.
Mathew Stafford, man.
Boom.
Good dude, man. Good dude. I hope he retires this year and go out with a bang.
Where's he still in Detroit? Where's he at?
No, he's in Rams.
He sure is.
Yeah. So he bought them next Super Bowl. That was his first Super Bowl. That was the only Super Bowl.
Sure was. So you got a Super Bowl champion quarterback under your belt.
Yeah, I do. I got a few state championship kids. My latest one is DJ Bailey.
What?
I've been having since 4th grade. Been working with DJ since 4th grade.
So wait, will he be slinging that ball because you talk?
I mean, the kid already had he had a nice arm. It's just I had to tweak some things with him, and I'm still working on him. I'm trying to work on him before he leaves in a couple of weeks. Kid before him, that's probably known, one of the biggest kids known is Caden Salters, who went to Cedar Hill. Now he's just graduated from Liberty. I think he's right now. He's what they calling in the Heisman race already for next year. 13-0 in conference. Lost to Oregon. Yeah. I think like 45-24, something like that. He had a great game though.
Yeah, he did.
So we gonna look for him to do some big things this year. And Quinn Aaron.
You dropping some man, dog. So Texas got some. Y'all sleep on Dallas y'all want to, man.
Yeah, hey, they can, man, if they want to. But hey, The other kid I think that's going to be real good, and he's supposed to be high in the draft if he come out next year is Milton from Alabama. He's actually from Houston. I had Milton when he was in the 6th grade. Yeah. Mom, dad drive him up this way. We work out. Boom. I met him through a thing I do every year called CCE. Kid was an athlete then, and I'm looking at him at Alabama now. He's the athlete now, and they can throw the ball. So when people hate on me, man, I laugh at them.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, fam.
Yeah, I laugh at it, man.
Your resume speaks for itself.
Yeah. Hey, I tell people this all the time. You ever seen the Bentley commercial?
No.
Right.
They don't make them.
Right.
They don't need to.
Don't need to.
Shit. Hey, what do you see in the kid? So I'm gonna drop younger kid's name that I personally know. Boo Man.
Boo Man. Very athletic. Don't know how tall he's going to be. I'm probably think he's probably going to max out. That's just my thought. Probably 5'8", 5'9".
But that's short.
Yeah, but I think he can be one of the most explosive quarterbacks in high school if he wants to play the position really. If he takes it seriously, I think he can be one of the best quarterbacks come around this area.
Hold up, because I got to talk about my quarterback. My guy, he got your same. Well, he got his first, your last name, his first name.
King. Oh no, I can't knock King, man. I can't.
Let me tell y'all something about King. I'll put a video up there. I got him on. He was 6 throwing 40 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it ain't no.
Yeah.
He's dropping like in the breadbasket.
I think he's going to be one of those kids, man. Might get looked over just because of height purposes, but if he can get faster, he gonna score anyway. He wants to. I believe he can. I think he transferred, didn't
he? Yeah, he's a Wolverine now. He's at S&D Wolverines.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. He's doing their spring 7-on-7 and killing it.
Oh.
And then he's doing their spring tackle ball.
Killing it.
So he did I'm not no quarterback, so an option left. So he did it and then turned around, ran this way. And while he was running, just flung it. And then the little boy, like, he didn't have to run for the ball. It just hit him right here.
Yep. Yeah.
And he's 7. Let me tell you this. He's 7 and doing this.
And I've never taken kids under 10. And this year I've taken 4.
Because you got my other one about the name.
Oh, because they balling, man.
You got my boy Dallas.
Yes. I got a little Thibodeau over there at Havoc.
Yep, Thibodeau. Yeah, him and Dallas was doing it together.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, what's this? You love her? No.
Oh, you love her, you hear, you throw away.
Yeah.
That's just a term I use. And I always tell moms, don't get offensive about me saying that, but, I do that because it's just teaching them technique. You get a lot of kids, they get to throwing the ball all side on like they throwing from third base to first base or something. So then, and people are like, oh, they got an arm. Well, I hope you got 2. As I always say, I hope you got 2, But that term keeps them, if you keep saying that term over and over and over, you'll have a high release when you're throwing the ball. So that's my reasoning for that. And I came up with that, man, by that saying maybe, I want to say about 10 years ago. You love her, man. You gonna love her. Keep the ball here. You gonna love her. You hear. My elbows high by your ear, right? She just talking too much. You throw away. You don't want to get away. Now I got a high. I got a high flip. So, I laugh, man, at things like that.
Who was that one boy? He was working with Dallas and the little boy from Havoc, and then I was catching. He might have been like. I had to say, hold up, stop! You ain't got to throw it so hard. He was like a bigger dude.
He goes to school at Red Oak. He's another Thibodeau.
Okay.
He's another Thibodeau. He's older.
When I say that little boy was flanking.
Yeah, it's just, man, the Thibodeaus, man. And they're some athletic kids, man. I had a luxury of coaching Lou, youngest boy named Trey. And Trey, I think if he had some more weight on him, he would have been just like Kyler Murray.
Okay.
You know, he can run, he can throw it, very smart on the field. But I think, and then plus, we lost in the second round his senior year. So I think we went deep. He would have won Division I, but he ended up going baseball. You know, even better. So, but like I said, he's like Kyler Murray. Kid can run, throw.
Speaking of Kyler, I want to talk. Let's talk quarterbacks. When you watch the game, you see quarterbacks. And me not being a quarterback, I see Kyler Murray, and I will put Russell Westbrook in this. Just not Westbrook. That's basketball. Wilson. Because it seems like short quarterbacks always got to scramble because you got these linemen 6'1", 6'5".
6'1", you're talking about 6'6", 6'7".
And when they stand up, you can't see.
Well, let me.
How do you coach that?
Let me tell you this: you got to teach them lanes. Okay, and it's the reason why you see Russell Wilson and Kyler in shotgun a lot. For one, I can see the defense right now, see what's going on. Two, if they do go under, I got to drop back so far so I can see, so I can create that space, and then my linemen to create these lanes. So I start looking through there. The shortest quarterback ever in the NFL that I can recall is Doug Flutie.
Yeah,
at 5'7".
He always ran too.
Yeah, right. So you try to, you know, at that time, during his time, it was like get him out the pocket left and right. And then
Steve Young too.
Steve Young. Well, Steve Young like 6 foot.
Okay.
Drew Brees is a true 5'11". But you know, that's why they stayed in shotgun, so I can see what's going on right now. And then by the time those 6'5", 6'6" linemen get up, and then they put their hands up, they go from 6'6" to almost 7 feet with their hands up. So now I gotta use these lanes, you know, to throw so I can see what's going on down the field. And once you do that, once you learn how to do that, then everything else will just come along. But I can say this: it's not going to be too many Kyler Murrays no more in the NFL. And that's just coming from a couple of scouts that I talk with. It's not going to be too many of them. Not for a while, I can say that. And, you know, to me, I think
it's my little short baby don't got a chance.
It's hard. It's hard. Maybe they might change back then, you know. But you talking about you take Kyler Murray, man. You talking about a winner. He goes through 3 years as a starter, not losing a game in Texas. And maybe I'm biased, man, but I've seen football from Florida. I've seen football from Cali. I've seen football from Ohio and Michigan. There's nothing like Texas.
Sure ain't.
Now, Florida, you got kids that got speed, and that's all good. But most of them, when it comes down to the fundamentals, they don't have it. Here in Texas, man, I think we have it, and our kids get spoiled. Now, you go to Florida, you go to California, they playing on fields like Keith's Park or something. But, you know, you come in Texas, everybody got turf now, right?
Yeah, even Carter now.
Yeah, so all the schools got turf. Every field has turf. Maybe some of these real small towns might not have it, but, I mean, at this point, everybody almost have turf, and the stadiums look like something versus looking like a park, right?
Yeah.
So
no more Sprague Fields around.
Yeah, no more Sprague, none of that. No, PC Cobbs. yeah, PC Cobbs. Because that's what that's what I said. What PB looked like when I first got on campus, man. Man, like PC Cobbs, man.
It was kind of.
And my host Emery, man, he was.
Emery was your host?
Yeah, he was my host, man. He driving the van. He talking about, yeah, do don't it? But you know, this football thing, man, this football journey it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, man. And I try to tell parents that, you know, you just don't understand how many times I get a call. Hey man, my kid got a big arm, man. You got 2 of them. And, you know, it's not me being sarcastic, but I try to be real with people. You know, and that's another reason why some people don't like they don't like my opinions, but they call them opinions. I call them facts. You know, if I tell you as a parent, Bryce, you need to move your kid because he ain't gonna play over here, and you telling me, nah, man, we're gonna stick it out. I told you once. I might come back and tell you again. That's it. That's it. Because if I keep beating it, if I keep telling you, your mind is made up.
Let's talk girl dad.
Yeah.
3 girls?
Yeah.
3 girls.
Yes.
Man,
21.
3 girls plus worth. That's 4 women in the house.
Plus the dog. One of the dogs is 5. That's makes 5, and then the other dog is a boy, and he has no say so.
Yeah, both of y'all stressed.
Yeah.
What's the age ranges?
21 to 8.
Hey, you got a youngin' like I do.
21, 17, 8. She thinks 17 is old, so she told me I'm real old.
Ooh.
And the mother of these kids is one of my classmates, class 97.
Yeah.
Virginia King. How did y'all get together? Because, I mean, I get it. Y'all knew each other in high school.
Man, she swept me back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? She was swept me
Don't
back
even
in the
go
day.
home.
You know, that's
Don't
how I
even
say
go
about
home.
my. Well, let me read.
Look, man, she had Chris Lewis, man, come up to me, man. And, she was sweating me, man, back day. So.
He gonna be sweating when he get home. Keep talking. I need plausible. I'm about to go. I did not meet that man today. I've never seen him before.
But no, man,
She gonna do this. She gonna do the BDSM. Or?
Yeah, he gonna have a plunger stuck on his forehead.
But no, man, we high school, man, dated my senior year. I remember when I came home from summer school. And that summer, my last summer play ball, really, I broke my foot, man, playing basketball. One of the coaches landed
Why
on
do
my
you
foot.
keep breaking things on your body?
I ain't gonna say I keep breaking them. That was the first break I ever had. I just tore my
knees
knee
was
up.
popping.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, the knees came a little later, but I broke it on last day of summer school, man, playing basketball. My coach, my foot landed on the side, he landed on top of it. He was 260. So, yeah, that was a lot of weight. And I remember coming home, man, and this is how you know how the mind worked. She had the same phone number from high school. And I just happened to call that number. Don't ask me how I remember. I remember.
You remember the good one numbers. I don't care which.
333-2992.
Hello. Yeah. Hey.
And she said she had just came back from California that day before, something like that. The day before. And she just happened to answer her phone. And you talking about a house phone, not a cell phone, a house phone in her room. And her room was upstairs. So we went on from there, man.
Yeah, she was sweating you so hard.
Yeah, man, but this is what I told her. That's what I told her I did. I said, you remember when I told you I was going to the league, what's going to happen? She was like, yeah. It's about to happen. That was my thing. So she it's been, man, a long time.
Yeah, 3 kids out of it.
Yeah, a long time, man.
And 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
So being that you're a coach at heart,
Right.
so when you see your daughter out there, and she play, I think I saw one play volleyball, right?
No,
they all play basketball.
Yeah, she's hooping.
So you see them hooping, and you like, they ain't playing their best. What type of coach is pep talk? Because my son hates.
I'm gonna tell you what. It's not me.
Oh, it's her.
Oh man. Look. Say, man, we had a conversation. We almost had a come to Jesus meeting a couple months ago about her, and I had to take off my coaching hat and put on dad hat. And from dad hat, it was like it broke my heart to see her cry. But on the coach's end, I'm like, look, you gotta see it from the coach's side. This is what happens is this. She didn't want to hear that. She didn't want to hear that at all. And I understood why. Because I thought I had to change my hats, man, and like, damn. I pissed my kid off.
I did mine this past weekend.
So you gotta learn how to. I had to learn. I learned a long time ago, really. My oldest, just sit back.
But it's like, it's hard.
It's very hard.
So we're in track right now, right? And we're at DeSoto Swift. Shout out to DeSoto Swift.
Yeah.
And we, there was no shot put coach. And they were like, well, somebody said, well, he threw shot put at Carter. I said, it was like 2 years. And he threw shot put at Prairie View. That's because I don't know if you remember Claudia.
Yes, I do.
she did long jump.
Yes.
The shot put was in front of it, so that was a chance for me to.
That's why he was there. That's why he was there.
Ridiculous.
That's why he was there.
And so this is 1 year until, like I said, the military. I started really focusing on why I was at Prairie View, who was paying me to go, and then I started, just trying to get acclimated, learn, teach my son. So this week, first time he threw 14 feet with a 4-pound ball, came in first. Like, okay, good. Second week, he threw about 13, came in first. This week, he came in fourth. The thing is, he thinks just I'm going to automatically win this.
Wow.
And then we had another boy. So when I'm putting the pictures on our little group, hey, Asher, I get a lot of other parents like, I want my child to throw shot put. One, he didn't like sharing me with other kids.
Right.
And then one of the kids that we have beat him. And I'm like, see, because you playing. I'm like, he wants it. He wants it. You out here, let's practice after practice. He don't want to. And I'm already going to win. No, you're not. And so now that this little boy won, I'm like, well, so you want to go out there and go throw? Oh, what? I said, they call him Fat Baby. I said, Fat Baby out there throwing. And he gets angry, right? And then he wants to go outside and he'll just throw a monster. And I have another one who's 9. I don't know how to motivate him to do shit. He'll just, I'm like, hey, like he came in third in relay. He'll come in third. I say, hey, this boy beat you. Like, okay, he ran better than me.
He's a realist.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
He's a realist.
He's 9. I'm like, hey, man, don't you, come on, like, you got to run. He's like,
Man, coaching your kids is probably the most headache thing you can ever do to yourself. And the one coach I can say, man, and this is real hard for a high school coach to do this. Joe McGuire, man, who's at Texas Tech now, was at Cedar Hill. His son was the backup quarterback, but he was a long snapper. You hear what I'm saying? The head coach son is the backup quarterback.
Oh, he ain't that daddy baller.
No. And so I remember going out there one day, I'm doing some training, and I see this white kid. I'm like, what school you go to? He's at Cedar Hill. I'm like, what grade you in? Oh, I'm a junior. I'm scratching my head like, Avery is the quarterback. I said, you play behind here? Yeah, man, Avery's real good, man. And I go, this dude didn't start his own son. That's what gave me respect for him. So I asked Joe, I said, man, how do you go home? He was like, I tell my wife, hey, I got a job to do. And if my kid, I'm putting the best kids on the field. And he's the best long snapper. And it was crazy because Avery gets hurt, and he ended up going to Notre Dame, matter of fact. He gets hurt. So Lil McGuire comes in half that game and played the next 2 games. And they win. Usually, okay, I'm going to keep you going. Go back to the bench. You go and keep writing that paper. But I think the kid in the long, he knew that he wasn't going to be a ball player. So he ended up going, when Joy went to Baylor, he went to Baylor too. Graduated, student coached. Now he's coaching at Kansas. So that's where some kids, let me say this. The hood kids don't think like that. No. They think they all going pro.
Yeah.
And they all think they going to Division I. And that kid gave me a whole nother look on how things can really be. So when you're coaching your kid, sometimes you just got to be like you saying, he working harder than you. He's out there working. You're really giving him the truth, but at the same time, he don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, he's been mad at me all week. He's 6.
Because you're daddy. So if it's any way possible, try to find somebody else for him to work with, and then he'll go out there and do it. My middle baby, who right now who playing basketball, her first year playing basketball, I said, well, I'm through coaching. She said, well, if you ain't playing, I ain't coaching. But one thing she always did, man, she always called me coach. She never called me daddy on the court. Coach King. Like, and I asked her, why you don't, I don't hear everybody knowing that you my daddy. You don't treat me no different. So you have to establish that, man. Either get in with somebody else, or you can coach them and coach them separate. And that way, maybe the relationship, because what happens is you get so many kids that grow up with their dad or parent that's pushing and pushing and pushing, then it starts separating the love, or the household starts separating. Because it's like, you being hard on me because I'm your kid.
But I look at, so I think I read King Richard's book. All right, and then just seeing what Shaq Daddy did, Kobe Daddy did, all these, the greats, and they always have one thing. Their dads pushed them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, man, if you want to do this.
It's the way they push them. See, I think King Richard I think he just insane. I think he is insane.
Because he had the most, reading his was the most, it's not outlandish, but it was the most extreme parenting, coach parenting thing.
Right. I mean, like Joe Jackson almost.
Yeah, it was Joe-ish. It was Joe-ish.
But
then look at
what they done, but just think about all the things they had to sacrifice. My kid had to tell me one day that sometimes I want to be a regular person. I had to bite my tongue on that one because I was like, Jesus. She's right. She want to be able to go out, hang out at the mall, or go to the movies, and we as parents, as coaches, we don't understand that sometimes because all we're seeing is work, and that's where you have to draw that line. You got to put the line in the sand and say, okay, this weekend you don't have nothing to do, man. Be you.
Yeah, there's no track meet this week, so we just chill.
Be you. Have fun. Don't even bring up track. Don't even bring up a shot put. Because it's crazy when I hear people say, no days off. Yeah, it is. Oh, there's some days off. Oh, that's why it's a Sabbath day. You know what I mean? I don't. Let's do this. I'm gonna give you numbers. Through the Metroplex, we got 100 high schools. 100 high schools. We're gonna say it's 60,000 kids playing football, right?
Right.
Out of 60,000, only 2,500 going to college to play ball. Let me go back. On 2,500 are going Division I. Power 4 now. You can't say Power 5, but Power 4, right? Out of that 2,500, they're going to the Power 4. $200 are going to start as true freshmen.
That's a big drop.
Now, by the time they come juniors, they might done transferred or dropped out or tried to declare for the league. Out of that 200, 6 are gonna make it.
Now you sound like DM to discourage me to make me go to the military.
Well, it's just it's almost who wants it attitude, but then also it's who can put me there.
What you just said is what people don't realize is it's like a pyramid. Pyramid is the most at the bottom, Remember they did that at Prairie View. They said, it's this many freshmen, this many juniors, this many sophomores, this many juniors, and this many seniors. Look to your left and right. One of these people ain't going to graduate.
All 3 or 4 of them not going to make it. But that's the reality. What people don't want to understand. That's why I don't talk lead to kids.
You haven't. I heard you don't.
I don't talk lead. If you're a little league, I'm talking junior high ball to you. I'm not talking high school ball to you or college ball. Let me tell you, when I look at a magazine, CC, right? My boy Courtney Jackson, man, started CC. It's been about eight years ago, maybe not longer than that. Courtney had a magazine, and will put out the top 100 kids that he thought was the top 100. I don't know this kid. I don't know this dude Nostradamus or whatever, man. But out of each class, the first class to get drafted was last year. The kid he had ranked number 1 2 years got drafted by the Texans. He's from Houston. He's from Atascocita, actually.
Shout out to Atascocita. They killed it in the track meet, the Texas relay.
Say, man.
Think about LSU's getting the top number 1 and number 2 fastest kids
in the nation. To play football
and run track.
But Courtney, man, so you had, his name is Kenyon Green. That's his name. Kenyon Green. He's from Atascocita, went to Texas A&M, got drafted by Houston. This year, you have I just went straight Byron.
That's that 40-year-old memory, man.
I know it, man. The thing about it, I feel bad because these are cousins. Get drafted number 16 this year, Seahawks from UT. And in Courtney's magazines, you see where he writes, this kid can play at this school, at this level. Has a chance to be a future first-round draft pick.
He been right.
Talking about years ago. People got mad at him. And I've been rocking with Courtney forever. When I tell people, man, he wrote about 100 kids. 100 kids per class. So you talk at that time, you write like 5 classes, 500 kids. 2 made it to the NFL so far. Just 2. Out of each class, you got an average of about 87, 88 kids who do sign scholarships, not just Division I, but scholarships. So that number I was telling you.
Yeah.
60,000, 2,500, 200, 5 or 6.
I tell kids when I do get to talk to kids in high school and they might get these scholarships, use the school because they're going to use you.
Use you.
Get that degree.
Theo Anderson, man, went to TCU with the Twins. Theo said, I said, man, you ain't get on the field, so man. I'm using them. I don't care about that. They never put him off the team. You know why? GPA stayed up high.
He about to graduate.
Get money in my pocket.
Dean's List, that's more money.
There's more money. When it comes down to it, it's about the bread.
Yeah.
So, that's why when some of these coaches get fired, some of them I don't feel sorry for.
What you think about this transfer portal? It's so many
The worst
kids.
thing ever you could have ever done to let an 18-year-old do.
They play for this school one year, and then this school another.
Because everybody is selfish, and nobody is patient to even work. You got to think, you 18 years old. When I went to college, I was 17. I didn't really realize until I got my first hit that this dude here right across me is 22 years old.
There is an age gap. I be forgetting. And now it's a bigger age gap with the COVID year.
Yeah.
And
This is the last of it. This is the last of COVID. Lord have mercy, man. Because
that's why Shiloh gets to play this year.
Right.
Because he's like almost 25.
So you see that, right? I'm telling you, I was 17. First practice. I'm thinking, oh, this dude's 17, 18 with me. Oh, no, bro. I'm 22 years old. I'm trying to make it. Oh, my God. He hit me one good time, man. I was like, ooh. My safe word. Ooh. Ouch. So, that's what they don't understand, that these dudes are really working. There are kids that are playing college ball as of today who've been homeless. So this is like their way out. They hungry. And that's why I said that's the difference between the kids from Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. We spoiled. We got some ballers, but we spoiled. And when we don't get things our way, I want to leave. I put that on parents. Because a kid who changes his mind during the recruiting process 3 or 4 times, now coaches are really getting to the point like if he's changing his commitment more than twice, we don't want him.
He's indecisive. I just want my children to be of course you want your children to be better in a spot than you were.
Right.
And I want my kids. I don't care where they go, as long as they go. I just know my 9-year-old, he could go anywhere right now and stay in Texas for free,
right? Because
of what we done. So
right.
If he don't get no football scholarship, he good. He's going to Texas for free, as long as he get accepted.
Right.
It just has to be in the state of Texas. Military out here. That's why the military is good. That's really all my case. But I want that to have them have that extra, not to worry about how it is. The PV, you shoot the ramen noodles.
Shoot, man, look. I want parents. I want some parents who never. You have any kids?
No, sir.
Okay, not yet.
Excuse me?
Not yet.
You said it like you have a plan.
No, I don't have no plan. I don't want no more. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
No. So this is what I would challenge a parent to do, and do it for like 4 days. Get up at 5 o'clock, okay? You go run, go to the gym, whatever, for an hour and a half. Come back, shower, hurry up so you can go to work. Right? In the middle of that, stop what you're doing. I want you playing a whole day. What you need to do for tomorrow. Boom. That's take that 45 minutes, then go back to your job. Come back. Now after that 45 minutes, now I need to go back out here and work out again. And then come back inside and help the kids with their homework. That is almost equivalent to what kids are doing in college. I'm getting up at 5. I gotta be there. I can't show up at 6 o'clock.
Here at 5:30.
I better, because that's when Greg Johnson told me early is on time and on time you late. Because I never we had practice at 3 o'clock and I ran from class. I got there at 3 o'clock. You late. No, it's 3 o'clock. No, you're late.
You used to have to put your pads on, do all like that.
This was during all season though. So we had it was just straight conditions. We was on the field where the band used to practice at.
Yeah.
We was right there. So that taught me. So I'm getting up at 5 in the morning, work out at 6. I got an 8 o'clock class. So we work from 6 to 7:15. Go shower, go eat. Cause you better eat breakfast.
Better hit alumni.
Because they paying for it. Go to class. In the middle of the day, I get to go alumni hall, but I better go check in the coach because I got to watch a film or something, or go to treatment, right? Go back to class, and then my last class should be done at 2 o'clock. Now I'm back at the facility, getting ready for practice.
Who was the doctor? It was Dr. Barry, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was just dude, but Doc Mays was the.
Okay.
So you doing all that? That's your day, right? You got practice from 3 to 6. And my freshman year, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Sometimes we missed dinner.
Yeah.
They had to come out there and bring us sandwiches. So you from 3 to 6, you practice. You gonna watch film.
He still ain't studied.
Then you got study hall at 7:30. Got study hall at 7:30. Every freshman or anybody that has less than 2.5 better be in there. You're in there from 7:30 to 9. They're taking your whole day from you.
It's a business.
It's a business. That's why you get so many kids. Because there's been plenty of times I hear in the middle of the night, I'm dragging that suitcase because I can't take it. I can't take it. And this before class.
No.
Before class start, before school start. Oh, my freshman year, I'll never forget. 5:30 practice. 3:30 practice. 9 o'clock practice. So illegal back then. But did it.
But that was like, I remember that, but that's like when, especially the legal practice, coach wasn't there, but he was there.
Yeah, they call it mandatory voluntary.
Yeah.
I didn't play sports. I don't have time for that.
So that's your life, man, in college. That your life is, like you said, use them.
Yeah.
Because they using you. And as soon as your grades drop, as soon as you not perform, now if you don't perform, they can X your scholarship out.
You get hurt.
They can exit out now. It used to, before we got to school, it used to be 4 years. You signed a 4-year deal unless you messed up, right? When we got in '96 is when they started the year. The NCAA started year to year. Okay, they started
1 year contract.
like 1 year contracts. Now it's almost a semester contract because with the transfer portal, and coaches can let you go like they find you from a job. Messed up the game. See, people don't understand that part. You think you transferring. That coach Mike told you like Dion did. Get the packing.
Your daughter is playing basketball. Anybody's coming to the house?
No, they don't come to the house yet. June 1st is when they can start.
Okay.
Talking. I should say. She talks to a coach, to a few coaches once a week. They gonna contact them once a week, whether it's by phone, call them, or text. You only get that one time. If you text, they better make it the conversation as long as possible because you only got that one time to do it with, right? Of course, you got Instagram and Twitter. So that's how they contacting kids.
Now I know as a parent, you want them to go wherever it's free.
Yeah.
But where do you like
Like what I want to see.
Yeah.
Honest, man, to tell you the truth, I would love to see her at UT. I would love to see her at Oklahoma. And she's really Oklahoma State. She really liked them. Because first she said I want to go school outside of Texas. Okay, I said the same thing.
Hey, those are two squads that really hate each other. Texas
and OU.
And OU. Like,
so then now she's like, oh, I just want to go far enough to where you can drive. Oh, I bet now. Yeah. Please don't make it a 10-hour drive like your sister, going to New Mexico. That was a 10-hour drive, man. But tell you the truth, man, I just want her to be in the best situation. 25%, I'm going to say 20% is up to me and her mother, what we think. The other 80% is on her because it's her life. You know what I mean? My dream thing will be her at UT, and if she go to HBCU at PV.
Shoot.
To be honest with you. U of H, Texas Tech, somebody can get to her real quick. OU. But if her dream school comes through, I know she's gone.
What's that?
North Carolina. If North Carolina, her mom like, I'm moving. Well, you can't move. You know what I mean? Because that's what she chose to go. If she chooses to go there, I'm cool.
It's like she went to P with us, John Tate Garrett. Her daughter went to Duke.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's so hard because she's way in Duke.
But, I mean, hey. Now, I can't say this. If she go to Duke, I'm moving. I'm moving. I love Duke, man. I love Duke basketball.
Yeah,
man.
me too. Shout out to Coach K.
Yeah, man. But it's wherever she wants to be. You know, like I said, 20% of it be, hey, let me see what this really is. You know, and just break the recruit thing down. Because I've been doing recruiting so long. You know, they trust my process.
So I'm glad you brought that up. My son and Houston played defensive tackle and lineman. He did both ways. And I was getting a lot of these emails from NC.
No.
And I just kept, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man.
Now, he got a scholarship, but I'm like, but they just kept, we want you.
Yeah.
I think they just want my money.
I'm not going to say nothing bad about them. I'm just going to say this.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Don't. Anybody, you can get a Division III scholarship.
I still got it.
You know what I'm saying? You can call them up. You know, so you gonna call somebody like Sir Ross doing Sir Ross. He told me, "Hey, Coach, I'm taking anything they breathing." but I mean, if you look at their list, man, just look at their list.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't
just look at their list. I want you to just look at their list and go, "Oh, where's that school at?"
Yeah.
University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. Where's that at?
They keep about to graduate. They still, I'm like, he's already committed.
Yeah. They get it like they get it, man. You know what I mean? And that's
how
what
do I
they
get my email? Like, that's what.
Oh, well, some you sign up for, but that's what part of my services is. You know, my kids when they get to college. Now I've had some junior high kids, right? I've had some junior high kids. Hey, coach, you might want to jump on him now. And I got my phone just full of coaches, man. You know, and I just started in the last few years getting on the high school part of basketball. Oh, just girls basketball. I ain't got no sons, so I don't know about that. I can't tell you who to call. But on girls basketball, I know who I can try to get in contact with. Football is a different. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't tell your son, man, I'll get you UT. For what? If he's not a UT kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I get hated on.
Well, I need you to find me a good lineman coach. Because my baby a line. He a good lineman.
D-line or O-line?
O-line. Not my senior. I'm talking about my 6-year-old. He
The dude that sock.
okay.
The dude that sock. He's a youngster, man. But and I can't think of his last name right now, but great dude. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, and the game has changed, man. Like you said, my kid's 6. But it gives him a chance to try to get ahead of the curve. Now, I don't want you to be out there and be like, man, he bullshitting, man. But he's 6.
Yeah, I do.
He's 6.
I'm like, stop that. You know, like, you got to be serious. I'm just trying to, and I forget that he's just 6.
He's 6. Go look at him in the classroom. Look at him at home.
Yeah.
He's 6. He gonna play with this. He gonna leave that there and go over here for about 30 minutes. He gonna leave that there and gonna go over here. Then he gonna come back. He's 6. So I try to. That's why I never touched kids under 10 for a long time. I never touched kids under 10. Like I said, I have 1, 2, 3 6-year-olds, 3 7-year-olds. I'm not going in. I'm not touching no 5-year-old. I don't care nothing about no flag. I don't care nothing about none of that.
Yeah.
At 6, really, they not even throwing the ball.
And not, but there was though.
Yeah, one there. Yeah, but what you know, and I don't want to waste nobody's time because y'all
they're not even their true body yet.
They true mind. I don't care about the body. They true mind. They get to skipping and it's like, oh Jesus Christ, to the parent. And I'm being patient. Like sometimes and there's some parents, I just tell them, hey, do you mind going in the car? Oh, word. Do you mind going in the car? I'm cool. We got it. You can leave.
And when they go to the car, the kid just doing immaculate.
I'm talking about on target. Now, there's one, Mom said, I'm going to call you dad. Oh, boy got straight. Got real straight, real quick. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what it takes. But he's 6. So I try not to deal with that, and I don't, that's a lot of pressure. And everybody now thinking scholarship on these kids, but ain't nobody saying nothing about academic scholarship.
You're right. I have a friend, just academically, he's the music director at OU, Lonnie, and he told me, because my kids play piano. You see,
right?
Piano. He said, man, keep them in piano. He said, because we have an OU musical scholarships, and being he's black, I try to go to black, but nobody's playing piano, or if they do, they can't read the music.
It's all by ear, by the ear.
He said, keep them in there, read music, doing that, because for being black, playing classical piano and any other, he said, all black kids, saxophone, trumpet, but that classical piano,
yeah.
He said that's almost guaranteed for a scholarship.
Man, it's like I said, been on the teacher side and then being on the coaching side. And I didn't coach this last 3 years. And I'm at a junior high. I'm not gonna put up what school it is because they ain't pumping me, so I ain't pumping them. All right.
Yeah.
I see him out there one day at practice. I see like 4 kids that are in my class. And the first thing I said was, hey, you know that kid not passing, right? I'm going to get on him. Well, I don't know what your getting on is, but I can tell you this.
He got a lot of assignments.
He got a 25 in my class. You know what I get tired of? Coach, what else can he do? I don't know what he can do. Pray. Because I'm not changing no grade. It's not fair to me if you miss the first 3 weeks of work, not doing nothing, and then you do out of 6 assignments for the next 6 weeks, for the next 3 weeks, you only do 3. You did 50% of that. Now you want me to go back another 3 weeks to grade? I'm not doing that.
That's wild.
No, it's insane. It's insane. Like you want me to go back from week 1 and we on week 6? Go back to grades. Man, look, man, you don't even remember what it said. And I'm not going back. I'm not going back in my grade book.
But I think that's on parents too.
Because it is.
I don't know what school, but I don't know what district. We ain't gonna talk about it. But I know my kids at DeSoto, even my kids at HISD or where they was at Lancaster ISD, I could go into that portal.
All parents can.
And see, like, hey, I'll be like, hey, my nigga, you do that? I'm like, you do that homework yesterday? Yeah, no, it ain't shown.
Hey, let me tell you something. See, these suburbs done got to the point where they email you either every day or every weekend. So, as a parent that you're dealing with, that's why a lot of kids feel like sports is my way out. Because they don't have nothing else to look forward to. And now NCAA they don't really cut out the SAT, ACT.
Yeah, because my son, it was like, he got up like that. Yo, shit was for real.
They cut it out.
Yeah,
you got to take it, but it don't have to be as high.
Yeah, it's really for school purpose. It's really for the school purpose. Get into the school. But if you're a superb athlete, you in anyway. Because you know why? You bring money to the university.
Okay, bet.
That's what you are. You are a pawn.
That's wild.
But I do say this: the money that the athletes bring in do pay for the kids who are on academic scholarships. They do pay for that.
Oh, okay.
They do pay for that.
On scholarship, that money every month. I don't know how it was for you, but in the Army, I had a stipend every month. Well, in NES, so.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to get a stipend. We got a stipend once a year, $200. The swag.
I was getting $150 a month.
The swag.
That was bigger. Now they get like G stacks.
Say man, the swag was. I can't. Yeah, the swag was screwing us over. I'm looking at everybody, my buddies at U of H and UT, they getting $300 a month, and I'm sitting here getting $200 once a year, and I got it in April, and I had to be turned in by the beginning of May, the receipts.
How did it feel when NCAA came out and they put the HBCUs out and you the quarterback?
And it made me look like I was trash truck juice.
Because I was like, I always play. Now I'm going to play with PV.
Man,
that's good. I'm Marco or Marcus.
It made us look terrible, man. Whatever the bottom number was, 50, I guess. 50 was everywhere across everybody's stuff. You might have had a 52. Oh, I got a 52. You got. Oh, that don't mean nothing. You still trash on the game.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I tell people this all the time, man. A lot of us, because I remember Highs and Shields, man, was like, man, let's transfer. I've never transferred a school day in my life, but I seen Heiser. I remember saying this, let's transfer. Now, I could have played, in the Big 12, but everybody wanted me to play cornerback, and I had never had film as a cornerback. But their thing was you fast. No black quarterback was going to be the star of the show. Charlie Ward. Heisman winner, Florida State, win national championship, did not get drafted. You know what they try to say? He was too short. Charlie Ward, 6'2.5". He hooped though for the Knicks for a long time. But he ain't short. He too short. He too short for football.
He's short for football, but good for basketball. Which everybody taller.
Yeah. I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand.
He was Heisman Trophy winner when play basketball.
Yeah. So
I know this is a movie, but it brings light to what you said because Jamie Foxx's character Willie Beeman was like, "Hey, they drafted me to be a quarterback, and I was
Houston,
a quarterback
Texas
for Swift Feet."
Houston Texans. Yeah. That's when they had David Cole. And they didn't know it was told me to go to safety. They wanted me to play safety. No lie.
But
well,
Carr,
the kids say no cap.
But Carr, he got sacked like he
was terrible. Record. He was terrible, man. I'm gonna call it spade a spade. He was terrible.
He got sacked 110 times.
He was terrible. If you think a little brother terrible, well, he is garbage.
Garbage.
Yes. We're gonna say it French way. Garbage.
So they wanted him to be quarterback, not you. Wanted you to go to safety.
Man, you talking about the dude who came in Fresno State, just threw like 4,500 yards that season and threw the ball. He threw a lot of touchdowns, and he was. They just got the team back to Houston, and you talking about the dude who was.
They want to get Michael Vick. I mean, not Michael
poster
Vick.
boy.
From who was the quarterback with the UT, but from H-Town.
Oh, Vince.
They didn't want Vince Young to come.
It's not because I got a kid that I work with named Emory Jones. Went to Florida, now he went to Cincinnati. Baltimore signed him.
Okay.
Baltimore.
He ain't gonna start in front of Lamar though.
Oh no, he's not. I hope he make the squad. That's what I'm hoping on. But Baltimore, one thing they have done since Isaac Newsom was there, and then he's retired, he's still around though, is give black quarterbacks a chance. He's done that more than they've done that more than anybody in the league can say.
Because they had three back. They had
three.
They had Lamar. What's the dude? The quarterback from Right, and then they had Heisman Trophy winner out of Baylor. He was the third string.
Yeah.
They three quarterback. They had a 3-factor quarterback.
Yeah. They give it a chance, man. So
Griffin the third.
Yeah. So it's like we get all the accolades in college and high school, but we don't get the accolades for the league.
So who's your top three? Who's your Mount Rushmore? I'm gonna give you two of quarterbacks in general, then the black quarterbacks.
That are black quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Warren Moon.
Oh yeah.
Vic. I'm just gonna do past. I ain't doing no present.
Cool.
Okay, so you got Warren Moon, Vic, Randall Cunningham.
Okay. Whew. That was.
And I have to put Steve McNair.
Got to.
Got to.
Because Steve was my first.
Yeah.
Then it's Warren, Randall Cunningham, and then it's Vic. Vic athleticism to me, over all of them, but Warren Moon
was a runner, man.
Boy. And then, just what he brought to the culture with my boy Alcorn, because he's from Black
Swag.
You know what I'm saying? And then Randall, he ain't had no line. He was running for his life all them games.
Yeah, he was a true get out the way quarterback.
All that dinking and dodging.
Running and jumping.
Yeah. And then Vic, because when he changed, Vic made it so now, let's start looking at all black quarterbacks.
Man, Vic, when I met Vic at the combine, man, Vic was very humble. But Vic, he threw a ball, and he ain't working out. They be out there throwing the balls. Vic threw a ball, and it came by my ear, man, and I was like,
you heard it?
Heard a missile. I thought I had a strong arm. This left hand joker had it. Yes, sir.
Did you just say you went to the combine?
Yes.
What's that experience like? Why do you make the quarterbacks do the bench presses too?
I don't know. You go to the market all the time. You go to the grocery store. That's what it feel like. That's what it feel like.
Oh, all of it. I want this one. Oh, this one's too soft. This one's too soft.
Yeah. Slave trade.
That's what my boy Neil number 7 Kaepernick on his movie. His little movie he had. He said it's like slave trade. I said you never. What you just put on this little Netflix, you'll never get in the league inside. Don't. Yeah. Because he put that out there.
It's the slave trade, man. But
some people argue y'all get paid a lot more than slaves.
Yeah, we are.
They said that. No, somebody said that. It was actually on the thing. Somebody said it's slavery, and then somebody was like, "It can't be slavery. Y'all getting paid way more than slaves."
Well, I mean, you still getting picked and prawned, and they put you in these hyper-chambers to see what your body. You taking MRIs, taking X-rays, taking drug tests. And let me tell y'all this right now: if you try to tell a scout, a team, that you don't smoke weed, please, if you smoke weed, you might as well just say, "Yeah, I smoked weed," because they already know. They already know. Let me tell you, high school kids right now, they're gonna take your.
They take the hair follow.
Yeah, but they're gonna send a questionnaire back to the high school that you went to. Because see, they didn't study you all in college. Now they sending that questionnaire back to the high school to see what type of kid you were between 9th and 12th grade. Has anything changed from the time he stepped on campus to the time he left, or did he digress? Did he progress? That's what they do. That's why I try to get that talk to the kids. Like, man, that's still bigger than what you think it is. If you want to call it the Illuminati of football, that's what it is.
Man, well, all right, hey man, it's been great. Hey, this is a good conversation. I like the conversation. A lot of things to look over, to talk about. Kids, if you have your youngins trying to play at the next level, I think you said something I really like that I think parents need to do. If you're playing pee-wee ball, don't talk pro.
Don't
talk 8th grade. Talk middle school.
Yeah.
Middle school, talk high school. High school, talk college. Then you start getting into it's levels. It's like going on levels. It's levels and stuff. You can't skip here to here.
13. You can't get to the 13th floor without going to the first.
And so I like that. And then you gave me something to think about when my children is be daddy first, coach second, because I'm coach first. I'm at the house.
Be coach on the field, but be daddy at home.
Yeah.
Be coach on the field, be daddy at home.
And we want to send shout outs to your daughter. She's going into her senior year next year.
Yeah, man.
We want all the letters to come. Remember back in the day we used to hang the letters on the wall. We used to put the letters on the whole wall.
Now you got kids. Thank you for my 138 offer that I've gotten. Please,
when the letters used to come to the house,
yes,
you be excited. Ooh, you see because the letter be at the top, the little emblem of the school be at the top left. You be excited. Oh, I got a letter.
It might
you bring it to school like
it might say, hey, make sure you eat lunch.
And now they can reach out to schools personally just on Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, with all that. So you got to monitor that.
Hey, man, don't try to allow all the coaches to do all the recruiting. You recruit your kid too, but also you being recruited as a parent.
Yeah, Deion said that. He said, I want my linemen, my defensive players to come from a single-parent home.
Yeah.
And my offensive players come from a dual family home.
But you can't be in the stands cussing.
Damn, that's me.
You can't, man, because they're looking. If they come to a game and you're in there cussing, I'm not liking you. I'm not liking you.
What's the reason?
Because
I'm like, throw the damn ball. Is that?
no, that's different. But if you're in there, you mother, and you just cussing like that, to me, it's like, what you doing out here, I know what you're doing at home. So now I'm not want to deal with that because your kid, and it's unfair to the kid, but your kid might be like that, and I don't got time for that. Or I don't want to deal with you as a parent because you think your kid's supposed to play, and you come to my establishment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's, people don't understand. And I'm going to say this last thing. I watched in Oregon, Scott Frost was the offensive coordinator. Chip Kelly was the head coach.
Yeah.
I go up there, I'm in a meeting, and I see them erase a 4-star off their list because he liked the fight on Twitter.
Because he liked the fight?
He liked a fight on Twitter.
He was a troll.
Like a school fight. A rumble.
Yeah. Ooh. Character.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh, so okay.
See, that's what people fail to realize. They're not just recruiting your kid; they're recruiting you too.
Oh, I hope they don't go back and look at these shows.
Oh my God! I ain't coming back. I was the great, stand-in for feminine persona here today.
Well, no, but you always welcome. So we about to wrap it up.
I don't have anything to talk about. I learned a lot today, though. I'm not into sports, not into football. I don't know nobody y'all named, but I feel like it was a great conversation. I enjoyed watching you two have a great conversation.
But I enjoy watching you talk about your
BD.
BD what?
BDSM, sadism, and mechanism.
What is before we go, what is your favorite? Like, what is your
We could go.
your go-to?
We could go.
We could go.
We could go.
Hey, give a shout out to my boy Noble, DeMarco King. Shout out to all the squares and stars out there and all the nobles to the east. That was great, man. That was great.
I enjoyed it, man.
Shout out to my boy Jansen. If you too want to be a superstar, hit him up on the Dallas on air at gmail.com. Again, that is the Dallas on air at gmail.com. And don't forget, this episode of the Superman Lover Show was brought to you by Damn Whiskey, distinguished in modern men. When you drink it, you're going to be like this. Damn, that's some good whiskey. All right. So, once again, what I leave you with the same thing every time is use a condom when your third leg stand. I love y'all. See y'all next week. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. I won't be on next week. I got a senior. He got prom.
I hope he put a condom on with his third leg stands on prom
Me too.
night.
I'm not trying to be granddaddy right now.
Oh, my God.
But one love, y'all. Peace, love, and so I stole that one. I don't care.
Yeah, and domination is my favorite.
Domination.
Okay, bye.
Y'all heard that? She want to be dominated. Domination, baby.
I'm a boss like him, still tipping like Mike. I mix the drink with the Sprite, hit the blunt with the light and spit my